welcome back to another one of our collective worship assembly videos. We've been doing lots of these, but this one I think might just make us your teacher's best friend, because we've got some top tips for learning, which I promise you will find very, very helpful indeed. But before that, we have a whole load of games, challenges, something that you can get involved with, and a bit of a story as always. So, without further ado, let's hand over to Hettie and Emily!
Hi everyone! Hey. It is great for you to be with us today. Today we're going to have some fun.
Obviously.
Yep. We have a bit of a challenge that we're going to do. We've got a game to see whether you can challenge us and do better than we can.
Oh, nice.
And we've obviously got a story, and we've got a thought, and our thought involves 5 different tips. So I think that'll be a good one. So should we get on with it?
I think we should.
Okay, we have an amazing game for you coming up.
What you did there.
Yeah, that's the one. So we are going to go through a maze.
Yeah.
We've got to try and beat each other.
Okay.
But also, you get to see if you can beat us going from the start to the end by using your finger to kind of go ooh, 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 and see if you can get there before us. Do you think you can? Let's find out. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, we know who's got the better sense of direction in all of this.
You are amazing at directions.
So I'm even going to give myself a round of applause.
Let's give Emily a round of applause. And if you got there quicker, which they might have done,
they could have.
We should give them a big round of applause. Well done. Great job, everyone.
Guess what time it is, Hettie? Not that.
It's story time.
It is.
That's what it says on here. Story time.
It is the time where we read a story from Bob Hartman's Rhyming Bible.
How exciting. Which one is it today?
Well, it's called Sow Your Seeds.
Ooh.
And I read it, and it sounds like row, row, row your boat.
I know what you're thinking.
So I was thinking maybe we could sing that bit.
Okay, we'll give it a go. Yeah, let's sing that bit, and then maybe Tabz can say the rest.
That's a great idea.
Good shout. Let's do it. Okay, you ready? Get warmed up. Sow your seeds gently on the ground, which will grow and which will not, and where will fruit be found?
A farmer went to sow his seeds, said Jesus one fine day. He threw them here, he threw them there, he threw them every way. Now some seeds fell upon the path, they bounced and rolled around. So birds swooped down with hungry cries and swallowed them all down.
Sow your seeds gently on the ground. Which will grow and which will not, and where will fruit be found?
And some seeds fell among the rocks, and they began to sprout, but withered in the shallow soil where the sun came out.
Sow your seeds gently on the ground. Which will grow and which will not, and where will fruit be found?
And some seeds fell among the weeds. They grew there side by side, until the sharp thorns strangled them, and every seedling died.
Sow your seeds gently on the ground. Which will grow and which will not, and where will fruit be found?
But some seeds fell on fertile ground, and soon began to grow, and gave good fruit 100 times more than what was sown.
Sow your seeds gently on the ground. Which will grow and which will not, and where will fruit be found?
Then Jesus' friends all came to him, questions in their mouths. We're puzzled by your story. Just what is it about? The seeds stand for God's kingdom, Jesus then explained. The ground is like the human heart. No one's quite the same. Some hearts are like the hardened path, and when they hear God's news, they simply do not understand. They walk away confused. And that, my friends, is just the time the devil comes to play, and much like all those greedy birds, he steals the truth away. Some hearts are like the rocky ground. God's truth takes hold at first, but withers up when life gets hard and goes from bad to worse. Some hearts are like the thorny ground, where worries weed-like grow, and choke out peace and choke out joy till all the goodness goes. But some are like the fertile ground, and when God's truth takes root, it grows into a lovely tree, bursting rich with fruit.
Sow your seeds gently on the ground. Which will grow and which will not, and where will fruit be found?
Right, I thought you two could do a challenge.
Okay.
Now, over lockdown, a lot of people have been working out, should we say.
Some have.
Some have, yes. And I'm going to ask you to test your strength.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, so show us your muscles first. Yeah, this could be quick. So, what you need to do is you've got some weights and you're going to hold them out in front of you.
Okay.
And you're going to see who's going to last the longest out of both of you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Yeah?
Okay, after 3, 3, 2, 1, go!
I mean, these are books. They're meant for reading, not holding at arm's length.
True.
Ugh. Honestly. I'm not going to moan all the way through the challenge.
No. Hettie's going a bit red in the face, trying not
They're
to,
heavier than they look.
not trying to, and you just look like you're in pain.
I'm not in pain.
Why are you doing this?
He's pretending to chill.
Like this. And you're going more high pitch. This is going well. A little bit chilled now.
He's pretending.
He is pretending.
Oh, I'm getting really warm now.
Is that better?
Yeah. Oh, ow. Oh,
Oh, well done, Tabz.
Oh, thanks.
You won that one.
well done.
We'll give you a round of applause. You keep standing there.
You can just carry on through the whole thing. So in our story, the ground represented whether people were ready to hear about God and to learn about Him and to do something about it. Now, what does farming have to do with our lives? You've got your soil, you've got your seeds, and then you need to water it. But what's that got to do with us? Well, in our lives, we can think about the seed like the things that we learn, and whether we are ready or not to learn, and whether we're doing the best we can to water those seeds and to grow up really well and to grow into great people who try our best to be the best that we can be. So I've got for you 5 tips. 5 tips to grow up in the best way that you can and be the best learner that you can be. Number 1 is be ready to learn. I wonder whether you're always ready to learn. I wonder whether everybody around you's always ready to learn. Whether you're at home or at school or somewhere else, it's making sure that we're ready and in the right place to learn. So it's, do we have our book? Do we have our pen or pencil? Do we have the things that we need to learn? Are we ready to listen, and are we ready to do the things that we need to do to learn what we need to learn? So number 1, we need to be ready. Number 2 is being respectful and responsible. And this is where we look at ourselves and we think about our actions and the things we do. Are we being respectful and listening to whoever it is that is teaching us? Are we distracting other people around us? Because when we're all respectful, it means we can all learn the best that we can. And when we're responsible, we think about ourselves. We think about our actions and the consequences of those actions, and we make sure that we can be the best that we can be. That we're listening really well, we're trying our best, and we're doing the best that we can. So, number 2, be respectful and be responsible. Number 3 is think about others. So number 2 was thinking about ourselves. So number 3, we need to look at other people around us and see if we can help them to be the best that they can be. So if you were in school, it's making sure that we think about other people, that we help other people to listen by listening ourselves, that we help other people to play by playing with them and making sure they're not on their own, that we do what we can to help the people around us and look at what it is that they need, what we can do to help them, whether it's a teacher or whether it's someone you sit next to at school or whoever it is, making sure we look to help other people as well. Number 4 is go the extra mile. That might sound a bit odd. Let me explain. So in the Roman times, the Roman soldiers had lots of heavy things that they had to carry. And they could say to somebody around them, hey, you, come here. You need to carry my stuff for a mile, and by law, they had to do it. But Christians believe that what Jesus said was no. If somebody asks you to carry their bag for a mile, carry it for 2. Do more than is asked of you. So when we think about ourselves, going the extra mile is about the extra things that we do. If we're learning our times tables, it's going home and looking over them again and again. It's doing the best that we can do and a little bit more. It's thinking about the other things that we can do, what we call extra curricular activities. So beyond the things we learn in the classroom, it's the clubs that we do at lunchtime or after school. Or if your school does children's university, it's things like that. Or out of school, the different clubs that you might be a part of that help you learn and grow in lots of different ways. And number 5 is, of course, celebrate! Woohoo! Celebrating the great things that you and the people around you have done. And I know loads of schools that are great at celebrating. So I wonder if you celebrate all the great things that you do. If you're really struggling to get something right, maybe you're really struggling to spell a word, and eventually you get there and you remember every time after that how to spell it. You can celebrate. Say, well done, I did a good job with that. Or there's people around you. Perhaps you could celebrate the achievements of other people as well. Like, think back to when you were in an assembly once, in a collective worship, and when somebody got up to the front with a certificate because they'd done something brilliant. In those times, it's making sure that we clap and we say well done and we celebrate other people. And then when it's our turn, other people will celebrate us. And if you're in a team as well, it's important that we celebrate as a team and we think about the other people that are around us and help us to do what we do. So number 5, you've got to make sure you celebrate. So those were 5 ways and 5 tips for you to be a good learner. You might want to focus on one of those this week. When we try and do everything all at once, we don't always achieve it. But if we think of one thing we can do this week to do better in one of those areas, then by the end of the week, you'll be like, yes, I did better. And then perhaps next week you could try a different one. And gradually we can be even better learners and we can grow up and be great people who do the best that we can do and think about the people around us.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Hettie and Emily, for helping us think about learning and those top tips that you gave us for how we can be learning the best we can. I really hope you've enjoyed your time watching our collective worship assembly video today, and I hope that you'll tune in for some more in the future. But from me for now, it's a really big goodbye. We've loved spending these last few minutes with you. See you soon. Bye!